Hello and welcome to Glasgow Rangers Nation with me, your host, Owen, the channel that brings you your team every single day. A channel that keeps you up to date with all the latest goings on at Ibrox. Guys, if you want that, make sure you never ever miss out then. Smash that sub, ring that notification bell, and it's free, 100% free, guys. Well, Rangers obviously overcame Hearts in the Viaplay League Cup semi-final yesterday at Hampden Park. Hopefully you joined me for that live stream we did yesterday. Over 5,000 views on the live stream. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for your phenomenal support. It was a decent performance, a good performance, a performance of two halves, really, I thought. I thought first half was okay, wasn't great. Second half was a whole lot better. Whatever he said at half time and the adjustments that he made, Phillipe Clement certainly did a fantastic job. And before talking about the game, I really want to talk about Phillipe Clement and what he had to say after the game and the difference he's made to this team. Phillipe Clement has just, I think, brought a different level of management to Rangers. He really has developed this squad already. He's already taken a set of players who were grossly underperforming, and he's transferred them into a more cohesive group, a group that seems to have a purpose, a group that seems to know what it's doing, has an identity, has a structure, has a way of playing, and is ultimately clear on what is expected of them by their manager. And I think what helps and what for me is very positive is you look across the sidelines on a regular basis to Clement, and there is a passion there. There is a desire to do well, and there is a intensity there from him that transmits itself to the players that certainly wasn't there when Michael Beale was the manager. And I think it's quite telling, some of the post-match comments from some of the players, particularly John Lundstrom, about Phillipe Clement. I think it's become evident to me that in the process of looking at those comments and reading between the lines on those comments, that there was a general dissatisfaction with Michael Beale as a manager, and a lack of clarity on what he wanted from the players that caused the confusion, that caused the poor performances. And I think we're seeing now that with the same players, Phillipe Clement has taken this team and transformed it from a listless bunch of inadequates to a team that really is challenging on all four fronts, and I think will push that lot across the city right up until the very end. Certainly Phillipe Clement will demand that. He demands the very best. He demands excellence. I think one of the things for me that shows that he is a manager who does not allow slacking, does not allow players to rest on their laurels. I think it was the 92nd minute or something, and Cyril Dessers didn't chase a ball down that was probably an unwinnable ball, and he is absolutely berating him for not putting the high press on, absolutely yelling at him and screaming at him for not putting the press on the Hearts players. There is a clear desire there that this football is a 90-minute, 95-minute, 100-minute, whatever it is. You play for the entire length and you press until the very end, and you run till the very end, and you run till you basically fall over. I think that sort of echoes what Scott Wright said to Rangers TV in the interview that he gave about Phillipe Clement. And that's exactly what we need. We talk about standards, don't we? We talk about this club having standards, and we talk about how high the standards are. I think Phillipe Clement has certainly brought in and is bringing in those standards, and it will take time to 100% get through to the players. Of course it will. Clement, he's becoming Harry Potter and has his magic stick, as he said. But he is doing a wonderful job at the moment as manager, and certainly getting across to the players exactly what it is that we need. Now, Clement, in his post-match interview, talked to the media, and he said, "I judge myself every day, and I'm very critical because every day I will make mistakes in this job, but I know the story we want to build. That's a good story, and I see everybody stepping into that story, giving full concentration to do it, and then you get fine football at the end with results." So it's clear that he has a vision. He has a clear beginning, middle, and end to this vision, and he is transmitting that to the players, and we are starting to see that on the field. He went on to say, "We need to continue like that and not go into a mode of satisfaction." So, again, talking about not settling for things. I think in the past, Rangers teams have at times kind of thought, well, we're here now, we've arrived, that's it, we've done it, and kind of laid off the accelerator pedal and not gone for it like that a lot across the city do. And I think Clement is not prepared to allow his teams to do that. And that's absolutely fascinating from Phillipe. He says the players can be satisfied this evening and happy to enjoy that time with their family. But from tomorrow, I expect everybody to be focused again towards Sparta Prague on Thursday night. That is football. Yeah, there's this. It is an intensity, isn't there? There is a clear clarity that one result is not enough. That it is a result we enjoy, we then focus, we go again. We enjoy, we focus, we go again, and that is it. It is a real intense, a demand for the very best, an expectation to have the very best. And to me, it's just exceptional what he is demanding of these players. Now, the end of this quote, he gave something I really want to share with you. And I've copied from the paper, and I really want to share this quote with you because I think this tells you everything you need to know about this man, our manager, a real proper manager. This is what he said. Okay, we are in a final, but if you're in a final, a semi-final, or a quarter-final, it doesn't make a difference. In the end, it is about winning something. We are not there yet. And when I read that, I was just like, yes, this man, he gets it. He understands it. He knows what it is to be a Rangers manager. It's not about just getting there. It's not about just getting to a final. It's not about just having a great run to a final. It's about getting to a final. It's about winning a trophy, because that's what this club is built for. This club is built to win trophies. And at the end of the day, this is what we're here for, to win trophies. And it's quite clear to Phillipe Clement that just reaching a final is not an achievement. Just reaching a final is not the end of the story. It is about winning that trophy. And as he says there, we are not there yet. And for me, there's a singular focus, on the fact that he wants to win trophies. He wants to, be successful. He wants to be the very best that he can be. And I'm blown away by the way that this man talks, the way this man puts across to the media, to the players, exactly what it is that he needs. He's a fantastic man manager. You can see that from the way he conducts himself around the players, the way he talks to the players, the way he instructs the players, the way he gives over to the players what he needs them to do. And they seem to be responding at this moment. And I genuinely think that any player that doesn't go along with it, that any player that doesn't, want to be and follow what Clement wants will be out of the door as soon as possible. I genuinely think that. And, you've got to respect the way he is doing this job, respect what he is bringing. He is, I think, in all intents and purposes, a genuine, real Rangers manager. Well, guys, let me know what you think of what Phillipe Clement had to say. That is just a fantastic quote. I absolutely love that quote. Let me just share that quote with you again. Okay, we are in a final, but if you're in a final, semi-final, or a quarter-final, it doesn't make a difference. In the end, it's about winning something. We are not there yet. What a quote. What a man. Well, obviously, Rangers won the game 3-1. James Tavernier obviously leading the team to a fantastic victory with a penalty and a fantastic free kick to score the third and decisive goal in that game. Scott Wright was absolutely fantastic, I thought, when he came on. He really is becoming a player reborn, a player reinvented under Phillipe Clement. Clement seems to be getting the very best out of Scott Wright. I think, seeing perhaps the player that we bought those years ago, the promise that he showed, and Clement is finding that promise and harnessing that promise and bringing the best out of him. And it's to be hoped that he can get the same out of some of these other underperforming players that we've had at this club. I thought that the game overall, I thought that Jack Butland was outstanding yet again. 3 amazing saves. One save at 1-0. I just thought, that goes in. It's a different story. But it was just a world-class save. He is just a world-class keeper. To be stood there for minutes on end, not doing anything, and suddenly be called into action and be able to respond as Jack did was phenomenal. James Tavernier, a fantastic performance, a man of the match performance from the television company. Then Goldson and Balogun were very good in central defence. I thought Balogun was absolutely superb again, played with a pain barrier after injuring himself in the block. Bono Barisic was okay. I didn't think he was amazing, didn't think he was terrible, just was very average. Lundstrom and Jack did very well indeed. Lundstrom standing out, really did run the game, was very fine indeed. Cantwell had a reasonable first half, I thought. He's had a lot of criticism on social media, and I've had a lot of criticism on social media for some of the comments that in support of him that I've made. He had a decent shot. It'd be interesting to know why he was taken off. Was it the yellow card? Is he injured again? If he is injured again, that isn't good at all. I thought Abdallah Sima worked so hard. I mean, he had their defenders on toast several times. He absolutely left them for dead on a number of occasions, and he worked his backside off. I thought Seamer had a great game. Now, Sam Lammers has really divided opinion tonight. I've criticised him. I know I've talked to another couple of podders. They've criticised him. Yeah, I've got some fans saying he was brilliant. I don't get it personally. I thought he was dreadful. I thought he was absolutely average as anything. And I thought Tom Lawrence did more in the 20 minutes that he was on than Lammers did in the entire time that he was on the field. I thought Danilo was fantastic, worked really hard, got the assist for the Scott Wright goal. You know, just offers something different, offers, you know, a lively focus up there, offers movement, offers a real electricity to the striking position. So overall, you know, a very good performance by the team. Another good performance building on that brilliant performance against Dundee with a night, that 5-0 victory at Dens Park. You know, and as Phillipe Clement alluded to in those comments that he made, the focus now turns to Thursday night, to the Europa League, to Sparta Prague, and in what will be a tough game, even though it is at Ibrox, and it is up to the fans, us, to bring that electric atmosphere, that European atmosphere to Ibrox and really make it a cauldron that puts the fear of God into Sparta Prague. A game we need to win, 2 games really we need to win against Sparta and Aris to keep us moving forward in this group and put us in a position to qualify for the knockout stages. Obviously on the channel we'll be building up to that game and reviewing that game and bringing you the very latest news on the team as we work towards that game on Thursday. Well guys, hopefully you've enjoyed the content. If you have, please hit that sub. Always great to have more subscribers. Had a fantastic day on subs yesterday. We continue to build towards 4K subs by the end of November. Thank you so much for watching the Glasgow Rangers Nation. And as always, on the way out, there's 2 things I always need from you. Number 1 is to smash the like. And number 2 is to remember we are the people.